Hey guys, look what I got in the mail. It's Baylan Skoll, Jedi mercenary. Escaped Order 66. First appeared in the Ahsoka TV series on Disney Plus. This is not sponsored by Disney or Star Wars or Hasbro, but I just want to show off my collection and my finds. This has been around for a while. The Ahsoka series first season has been done for a while, and we're gonna be dropping soon the second season, maybe in a couple years or so. I've seen the trailer to Mandalorian and Grogu. Today is February 18, 2026, and we're just checking out the figures that I'm collecting before they became too valuable. You know, they're relatively retail price, which is cool. Always a sucker for a good deal, so they say. Okay, so we're gonna be ripping this sucker apart, right? Okay, let's check the artwork. It's similar to the Sabine Wren or Rebels Black Series figure. Not much in artwork, just a close-up of Baylan Skoll and a full-bodied picture on the side. Okay. Hasbro. Alright. For some reason, I've gravitated towards unboxing coming from the bottom here. Let's see if we can keep it intact. Because I like keeping the box. That's just what I do. Why do you like action figures, Johnny? I don't know. They're very nice. I don't really play with them. I like looking at them. I like them. Like to compare them with other figures. Kind of have your own. What do you call this? Try to mash them up. So there's a couple of tapes holding up these lightsabers. We're also it's curious because they're not really Jedi, but they're also not really Sith. They're mercenaries. They're using the Force as they see fit. Couple of tapes here. Okay. We're also gonna make a comparison with other lightsabers. This one is not exactly red, so they're not Sith. Okay. Let's rip it apart. Coming from the legs. I haven't come up with my own technique yet. There's really no way to keep the blister pack intact. I'm just gonna have to smash through it. There's no way, man. I don't plan on keeping them in storage. If I do, I'm just gonna keep the box. If I ever move away from this house, I don't know. That's not really an option. I'm not looking to do that, moving to another place soon. I like where I live, so I'm trying not to mess the situation up. Meanwhile, Baylan Skoll is finally getting out here. Okay. So there's not much in accessories except for the lightsaber. Okay, really straightforward. I can kind of relate to him because I've gotten heavier during the last few years. Very comparable to other Jedi figures. There's some curling here. I suppose you can take out the cloak. And it seems to have a good likeness to the actor who recently passed away. I'm sorry I can't summon his name from, I can't think of his name at the moment. But he was the actor that played one of the characters from the Thor movies, from the Marvel movies. Okay. I'm using a one punch man stand here. The cloak seems to be very good, and it's weathered in a way so that you don't want to iron it, okay, and mess it up. They're mercenaries. They're not rock stars. They're kind of like, what Aragorn was in Lord of the Rings. Searching for something. If you're familiar with the series. Let's put this off cam. Ooh. That looks cool, doesn't it? Kanan Jarrus has a blue lightsaber. Not exactly cartoony. Let's compare it to here we got a couple of Sith Lords. This is red. They seem to be very similar. Hold on, I thought maybe the Baylan Skoll lightsaber was supposed to be orange. Well, maybe. You tell me if they're similar. I don't know if the light or the camera shows it, but Darth Vader seems to have a darker red, while Baylan has a more, I don't know if I'm only imagining it, but that's orange to me. Okay, so it's definitely not pure red. And of course, here's the dark saber, Dinjarin. I don't have anybody with a green lightsaber. Well, check this out. I think it's a nice touch that they designed they designed Baylan Skoll's um, Jedi cloak to look that way compared to my Luke Skywalker cloak here. See, his is a little bit weird. Missed opportunity with the Luke Skywalker cloak there. Alright. But once I get individual stands for each of them, maybe we could have some cool poses. Alright. And here's another guy that I'm disappointed in. Mark Hamill, what happened to you? You turned into such a hater. Why do you hate why do you hate the president so much? You're not very patriotic. Why? Why have you turned into the dark side, Mark Hamill? Don't be involved in politics. Okay, check this out. This lightsaber I actually got from, I think it's from Rey. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Let's compare it to some other figures, shall we? It doesn't fit. Too big. Now, do you think he stands a chance against Solo Shogogen? Voltus 5 here. Nah. It's an unfair battle. But who knows? How about with Sun Wukong? Sun Wukong's a little taller. I'm a monkey. Okay. How about against Marvel Legends Deadpool here? Deadpool's a little taller, and he's not even standing straight here. Okay, I have to work on my Deadpool impressions. Masterverse, unfair advantage because he's pretty fit and he does magic stuff. But one would argue Jedis are also practitioners of the Force, so they are kind of magic-y. Does he compare against Master of the Universe? Most powerful man in the universe. How about an ordinary guy? They're not up to scale, of course. Look at that head. Marvel Legends Cable kind of towers over him. And freaking Cable have seen some shit. He's seen some shit. Alright. Okay. So that's Baylan Skoll. Nothing so much in the accessories department, because what do you need? You need one of those rat mounts that they have on the Ahsoka series. And I'm still waiting on Shinhati, the disciple or the apprentice. So stay tuned for that. Later. Later.